Morning. Beautiful morning here on the beach. Nobody around. Wednesday mornings I have a mindfulness walking group, and we come together as a group. So it's an invitation to anybody who wants to come, and if you're in Greystones area, you're more than welcome to join us 6 a.m. And the whole purpose of meeting up is that we do a mindful walk, which is a 1 hour meditation whilst moving. And it's really difficult. It's a really hard thing to do, and I provide some really soft invitational guidance to allow you to intervene as the mind gets tangled and the thoughts become challenging, so that we can pay attention to where we are, our feet, the sounds, the sea. And it's also really about the whole idea of mindfulness and meditation, that what are we really trying to avoid in our lives, and how successful has that been up until this point? So the things that are holding you back are often the things that you're avoiding and not wanting to go near. So slowing down and paying attention to ourselves and meeting maybe things that we don't want to think about, but being with them because they're already here. Can't get rid of them. And if we actually change the dynamic and think about befriending the challenges, befriending maybe our losses or our emotional scars, befriending our traumas, getting closer to them and being with them rather than constantly running from them, there's a possibility to create some ease. And really that's why mindfulness and meditation is challenging, because the mind has been conditioned to distract. So your behavior all the way through your life is, I don't really want to have to pay attention to my pain. I don't really want to have to be with the things that hurt me as a child or a teenager or an adult or even last week. I'd rather just distract myself than be with it. But being with it and being up close to our own pain and our own suffering is the entry point to liberation. It's the place where we can start to find a sense of acceptance. And if we can start to accept ourselves as we are, accept you just as you are, rather than striving to be the best version of you, the better version of you, all the things that we think we want to be and change, but just actually accept ourselves just as we are, then there's a capacity to find a little bit of ease, a little bit of comfort, and to slow down. So that's why we practice. That's why we pay attention to ourselves, and that's why we try and slow down. But it's very important to realize that as you move into meditation, and if you have practiced before, or if you're starting to practice now, it's not easy and it will be hard. But it's about making that decision and commitment to yourself that instead of avoiding all that I avoid in my life, my strategy now is that every day I'll wake up, I'll show up for myself, and I'll do the difficult work if it helps me improve the way I feel about myself. And in turn, that impacts the way that you move through life and how you impact everybody else. But the only place that we can focus on is ourselves. And when we get to the realization that there's nobody coming to save you, this work needs to be done by you, and you need to invest in the time and effort for yourself. Sometimes that might even mean being in therapy, but slowing down, paying attention to yourself, doing the work, and in time then that allows you to let go of so much that's always been holding you back. So I'll upload this video onto IGTV and you can watch it back if you want to. Wishing you well in the day ahead.